we're back to this. Why? Why do we want to be yelling at each other? Isn't there something better than, yelling at each other we could do? I don't know. All I know is I can't walk into a Barnes & Noble now without feeling like every book title is yelling at me. I can't go on the internet without feeling like everything is just screaming for attention. I can't listen to the radio in my car. So this is where we're at. This is what we're dealing with at this time. And it makes you kind of yelly sometimes. Motherfuckers. All right. I am the most important person in my world. You are the most important person in your world. So there are some programs that need to die this week. Let's kill them together, shall we? Shine a light on them. Watch them dissolve into the multiverse. One of them is, who do you think you are? One of them is, you're not that fucking special. One of them is, don't have an ego, be humble, which is the most egoic thing you can say to a human. One of them is, believe in yourself over here, but then knock you down over here when you do. You literally can't fucking win on this fucking planet. So, makes you kind of yelly sometimes. When you see the hypocrisy and the bullshit, and you see it, and you see it, and you see it, and you feel it, and you know it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ooh. So I don't even want to talk about celebrity gossip anymore because those people are just so fucking boring now. A lot of them are just like looping, grooming, bullshitting, spinning, ass kissing, ass saving, ass covering, ass whooping. Just fucking. So I will talk about two people who I think are at the head of this Hydra, though. I said I was going to go there. I'm going there. It makes you yelly. All this shit gets loud. Makes you yelly. And I don't want to talk about how it's not about gratitude versus anger. Jesse Waters. He's another one. And another one. And another one. And another one. Oh, that is what abusers want. They want you to forgive them and excuse their slimy behavior rather than take accountability or compensate their victims. They want to call you all kinds of names. Clout chaser, gold digger, wannabe. That's my new song. It's called Clout Chaser, Gold Digger, Wannabe. And it's about men. Men who are actually light diggers, light stealers, and creative inspiration thieves who don't acknowledge or compensate their muses. All caps. Yelly, and smelly. That's what we're doing today, everybody. All right. So, yeah, who do you think you are as a program? They love to hold, especially women, down with that one. Be humble, be kind from the most unkind bullies on the planet telling you to be fucking kind. Hilarious. Now that's a joke. That's a punchline is what that is. You first is what I want to say to all of them. I will if you will. You start it. I'll finish it. That's how we do. Looping, around and around we go. So, yeah, I'm not even afraid anymore. I was afraid for a really long time to speak up and the repercussions of that, but they've taken almost everything. They ruin your shit with your family. They interfere in your jobs. They try to get you down to fumes and nothing. And I literally have nothing on the earthly sense, but everything on the spiritual sense. So there's that. This is PTSD. This is what it is. That weepiness is not even menopause or frustration at the wild imbalance and the ridiculous injustice, and the celebrity privilege and all that I've been railing on about. But just, I weep for humanity right now for how lost we have become. That we continue to shield, protect, and reward abusive behaviors, pussy grabbers, kitty sniffers, and, jaw poppers. Whatever. It was an open hand. It was a slap. It wasn't a punch. Like, that makes a difference. I guess it does legally, so whatever. Whatever in all caps. What fucking ever. These people do so much worse behind the scenes than you could possibly imagine. The gaslighting, the grooming, the torment. All for games, all for, out of their being rich and bored and because they can. So, You fight back any way you can. You keep that spark alive inside you. You know, these people are writing their little diss breakup songs and jerking each other off, and the publicists are just cashing the checks all the way to the bank, which is going to go down too. The banks are going down. The churches are going down. Hollywood's going down. They're all going down. But what's coming up? Let's talk about that. Let's find those silver linings. Silver linings playbook. What's coming up is crocuses in the yard and babies that will be born and not tortured or harmed or caged or, harvested. We have to keep a hope for the future. Yeah, I'm probably not going to procreate in this life. I've seen too much. I know too much. People are too mean, cruel, dirty. I would never expose a child to what I've been through in 50 years. Wouldn't do it. Can't do it. Won't do it. Wanted to for a really long time. Wanted to have children. Now I cannot justify bringing them into a world like this. With this level of malevolence, evil, and cruelty, and darkness, and slime. Can't do it. And I used to say, oh, that's such a cop-out, whatever. Now I get it. I really do. I think I dodged a lot of bullets. A lot of bullets. A lot of bullets. And still bobbing and weaving over here, but saying the things, whether they land or not, whether they agitate or irritate or liberate or empower or whatever. What fucking ever. Yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot to see, a week of chatter around, the slap, of course, which we're all getting sick of now. Everybody wants to move on, I'm sure, especially the key players. But it just triggers us all to kind of go, how do we address this wild fuckery that has been happening on this planet for millennia? Again, millennia. Not hundreds of years, not decades, not, the last few years, but millennia, coming to a head now and really getting louder, much fucking louder. Those of us who hear it, who feel it, who sense it, who are empathic, who are, exhausted and at the finish line, we're definitely needing someone to hand us some oranges and a tinfoil tiara and hat and blanket now at this point, because you're welcome. We've all made many sacrifices that you can go sit in your fucking ivory tower mansion in the fucking hills, okay? Those of us who actually do the grunt work and the dirty work and the heavy lifting. You never get to preach to me again, any of you, ever. There's that, okay? You don't get to send Mel Gibson in on it, Mr. Twitchy. Oh, look, they let him out. He's someone who's been burned by Hollywood over and over again, and he's making his comeback. So they're a little winky, bullshit about that, saying, don't worry, we'll have his moment again. He wasn't even as bad as Mel, and we're letting Mel come back on the camera to promote his new movie. See how it works? Oh my God, no offense, Mel. I think they did a number on you, and you could have even been going through some withdrawals or something when you said those things, because we all know that drugs is a big problem, alcohol is a big problem, and demonic hijacking and overcloaking is a big problem in that realm. So I'm not trying to hold grudges against people, but I gotta call out Tyler Perry and Oprah for being some of the most nefarious key players in that realm, and really abusing their power, really abusing their platforms, really just being absolute hypocrites on so many levels, and possibly worse, that we have no confirmation or proof of, but lots and lots of rumors. And do your research and go to a channel called Too Strong, number 2 strong. Again, I don't agree with everything these guys say. I think they have a, mean boner for feminists. I think they are homophobic, but I understand where they're coming from. That's what I try to do. If someone's wearing a MAGA hat, I want to understand why you think it's okay that we want to go rescue and save children from sexual predatory behaviors, but the man you're claiming is going to do it admitted to grabbing women by the genitals, and that's a sexual assault, or kissing them without consent, and that's a sexual assault. So I want to know how you justify that, how you laugh it up about his hole-in-one when that's his history. Because you know what you say? Nobody's perfect. Everybody has a past. Nobody's perfect. Everybody has a past. Let's forgive and heal and move on. And he's trying. Is he trying? Is he getting kids out of tunnels, or is he on the fucking golf course? Because if you point me towards a tunnel, give me a gun, a knife, a machete, a fucking water gun, I'm going to go rescue kids from tunnels. And I'm going to go take out pedophiles and predators. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Vigilante fucking style. I don't want to hear any more justifications or arguments for bad men who use and abuse their power in bad ways. I don't want to hear it anymore from anyone on any side. There's no cavalry. You have daddy issues if you think he's coming back to save you. You know, look at that. Go within. You have mommy issues if you hate Hillary Clinton. I mean, I know there's probably some good reasons there for all that. But I'm just saying, pedestals and pitchforks, and 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 pedestals and pitchforks. Can't we get out of that fucking loop? I want to. Do you? Do you? So there we have it. Oh, she's really on a roll today. Yeah, it's not a cinnamon roll today. It's kind of like a hot buttered roll. Melt in your mouth kind of thing. Wake you up, shake you up, break you up, make you up. You know, let's go. I'm still processing. Good. Process away. I'm a work in progress. Good. It's the time for healing. Okay. These are bullshit, empty platitudes. There's nothing real about any of this. It is probably all staged. I mean, there were emotions that were real and there was a moment that was real, but then it was like the masks hard to just go immediately back on. And the truth will fucking set you free, you guys, but it's going to piss you off first. That's true. I do think Gloria Steinem said that. I do believe she did. And oh my God, she's a feminist. So, I don't know, be a humanist. Be someone for the humans instead of these AI bots who are coming to try to hijack your brain and make you part of the goddamn Borg. All right? So, be interesting, be real, be raw, be you. Don't have a filter if you don't, like be compassionate. You can be tactful or you can be wildly outrageous. Dave Chappelle gets away with it all the time, right? Trump gets away with it all the time. The boys get away with it. The girls need to start speaking up a hell of a lot more about what's right and wrong and good and bad and light and dark and evil and okay and not okay. And I don't mean virtue signaling. I do not mean that. I mean the real thing that you knew before the world got in. When you were 5, you knew who you were and what love was. You knew there was no such thing as a racist or a homophobe. You knew that there wasn't a binary, non-binary conversation. Nobody cared about fucking pronouns. We care what was in your goddamn heart, okay? I still care about that. Go team go. Coach Caw, signing out.